Hi there, this is Chaba, and this lesson is for week 4 of Introduction to Music Production at Coursera.org. This week I will be talking about a specific compression plugin. As you can see, I am using Cubase LE5, and with this addition of Cubase comes a dynamics processing suite called VSTDynamics. It contains a gate, a compressor, a limiter, all in one, but they can also be used separate. For this presentation, I will use one instance of VSTDynamics. So here is my example project, and I would like to show you compression on my drum tracks. Let me show you what this part of the track sounds like without compression. Okay, so I will solo out the drum track and open up the VSTDynamics plugin. Here, as you can see, there are 3 separate sections for gate, compressor, and limiter, and you can activate them through these little buttons down here. And in the very end, you can see an output level. Okay, so I will activate the compressor here. As you can see, the input levels here have started to show. Okay, so this compressor has a fairly straightforward interface. You can see the input meter. This will always be unchanged by how much I compress here. And here we will be able to see the gain reduction. This will be at every point in time how much gain is being reduced from what we see in the input meters. So you will see in a moment that this comes from the top down. Okay, so here you can see the 2 main knobs which control the main parameters of any compressor, the threshold and the ratio. The threshold goes from -60 dBFS to 0, and the ratio goes from 1 to 8. So this can't really be used as a limiter. Okay, so setting threshold and ratio can be done from these knobs, but it can also be done by dragging and dropping on this little UI. As you can see, if I set the left one, will control the threshold, and moving the upper one up or down will set the ratio. Okay, so let's see what this sounds like changing the threshold and ratio while I play the drum tracks. Okay, so this third knob, called Makeup, actually just adds some gain to the output level. You can also set this auto flag, so he will set the makeup level himself. Okay, so the 2 parameters we haven't discussed yet are attack and release. You can see again, very straightforward, there are just 2 knobs for them. The attacks range goes from 0.1 millisecond to 100 milliseconds, and the releases range goes from 10 milliseconds to 1 second. Okay, let's see how the mix changes if I start increasing the attack or the release. When I increase the attack, we should hear some transients come in, and when I increase the release, we should always hear the compression only slowly letting go. Okay, so in its simplicity, I think this little plugin is very useful. It's very easy to use in automation inside Cubase. You can automate almost any knob that you see here. You can automate threshold, the ratio, whatever. I hope I've managed to make this lesson informative. Thanks for watching. Thanks for critiquing. See you later.